What's up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we've got an insane loot farm for you right now. So if you're looking for high stat armor, Umbral Engrams, legendary shards, Glimmer and any of the weapons and armor from the dungeon, then this will be the video for you. Now if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now alongside the launch of Season of Arrivals, we got the Prophecy Dungeon. This launched on day 1 of the season. Has been an end game piece of content for a lot of players, and it has farmable loot as well. So if you're looking for high stat armor and some really ornate weapons, then this is definitely the activity to be going after. Now this season has also seen a vast array of farms, and the dungeon is no different. Now to get this particular farm to work, you first need to make your way through the dungeon as you normally would, getting to the final boss encounter. Now there's nothing special you need to do with the encounter itself per se. However, once the boss has been defeated, at least one member of the fire team needs to change characters. Now by doing this, what this does, instead of getting a checkpoint for the boss, this will now give you the checkpoint for the emissary, which is where the chest is at the very end of the dungeon. And if used correctly, you can actually reuse this checkpoint over and over again for loot at the end of the dungeon. Now in order to use the checkpoint, members of the fire team need to join the individual who left during the final boss encounter. It is you that has the checkpoint to the emissary. Now from here you can load into the Prophecy Dungeon as you normally would without resetting your checkpoint. Now as soon as your ships make off into space, any member of the fire team can again change characters. Bear in mind that whoever it is that is changing character is the one that's taken on the checkpoint, which is good to know because it actually allows you to trade checkpoints between each other. You can actually share a checkpoint between your fire team if you need to. So that's what it looks like when you are resetting the checkpoint and you are the fire team leader owning that checkpoint. But what does it look like when you're actually collecting the loot? Now, as I said before, the person owning the checkpoint would have left the fire team. You'll get the notification across the bottom of the screen for that. However, you have a chance of getting Umbral Engrams and also Altered Element. I also found after 3 runs, I didn't get any more engrams than that. So it doesn't appear to be the greatest Umbral Engram farm. However, it does appear to be a really good farm for the helmet, chest or class item. Also bear in mind you can get the Ikelos shotgun from this final chest alongside the rocket launcher, all of which that I've added on screen for you here. Massive shout out to Nearest, a fellow member of Last Rites, for creating this graphic. I'll leave a link to his Twitter down in the comment section below. Now an important thing to remember is that whilst these are the items that can drop from the chest, these aren't the only items that are on offer. You can also get the Moonfang armor set from completing this as well. However, this seems to drop to your postmaster instead of your end game reward screen. Now as well as all these items, you get a small amount of XP, which is great for leveling up your season pass, but also if you haven't completed this as a pinnacle drop for the week, you can also get a pinnacle drop for your first completion. Now the Moonfang items that do drop to your postmaster is dependent on the loot pool that you have unlocked as an individual guardian. So if you've unlocked the chest piece or the helmet, for example, you'll have many of those aplenty in your postmaster, whereas I only had the chest piece and the gauntlets. Now there aren't many activities available which offer high stat armor as a regular reward. The dungeon, however, is one of those, and this is why, in my opinion, this is a much better high stat armor farm than any of the materials that we've mentioned in this video. I got a pair of gauntlets with a 68 base stat. That was before I'd added any mods or even masterworked that piece of gear. So if you're looking for high stat armor to take you into Beyond Light and Year 4, then seriously consider farming the dungeon for armor. It's one of the best sources for armor generally outside this farm, but by being able to do this, it allows you to farm high stat armor to your heart's content. And if you can't get the stats, then at least you can get the materials to help upgrade them once you get the role you want. Now a huge shout out to my friends Wicker and Reaper who ran through the dungeon with me this morning to get this video put together for you guys. So huge shout out to those guys. And as I said, we farmed this for probably about an hour or so. And as you can see from my postmaster, I've got 21 pieces of armor in here with stat rolls ranging from 59 to 68 as my highest armor piece. Now there's never been a better chance to farm out high stat armor inside Destiny 2, especially ahead of a major expansion. So as you can see from my postmaster, it's most definitely worth the time and effort to get that checkpoint and farm this until you can get a high stat armor set that you're happy with ahead of this September's expansion. That's going to wrap up the video for today guys. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel, and be sure to let me know in the comment section below how you get on and what is your highest stat armor piece that you get from the dungeon by doing this. Now if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.